Now, you know what? It's always someone I want to say, but thank you for coming in right now because this don't make no sense. But we know how it is here. We know how it is where we live at. Yes, the great old America. But once again, it's something I just want to get off my chest because it makes me upset.
Damn. It's a bunch of bullshit.
What's up? They just love, like, subscribe, man. Push that notification button and check it out.
One of our sisters that worked at a Wells Fargo bank, and she worked in the financial, protection department. And she's going to bring something to light about how the banks view black people in the area of the crime of money laundering. Let's go ahead and roll that.
What's a dark reality of your job and or industry that outsiders don't know?
The U.S. banking system places more scrutiny on the checking and savings accounts of black and brown people. At Wells Fargo Bank, where I first became an anti-money laundering analyst, we used to have what was called an anti-money laundering risk score. Basically, how likely a customer is to use their checking account to launder money. And it was a point system on a scale of 0 to 1,000. And I noticed that me and a lot of my coworkers noticed that these scores were way higher for black and brown people, or all kinds of people of color, from low to mid-income in comparison to their white counterparts, despite being in the same jobs, in the same industries. This article in the New York Times explains a lot more.
One thing I like about TikTok is that many people are really putting out some good information that we all need to know. So as a black person, you may not even be a rich person. You just trying to pay your bills, yet the banks are looking at you like you some sort of criminal laundering money. A lot of people who launder money have a lot of money to spend. That's why they're laundering it and they're hiding it. You understand what I'm saying? And the real criminals that's laundering money, they're not going to launder money just through a bank like that. They got different ways of doing that, even legally. But why is it that black people are ranking higher than even they own? But like I said, everything falls back to racism. Everything they do is saturated with anti-black racism. Because when you start asking questions, say, well, let's see the data that you have that show your black customers are engaging in money laundering.
The U.S. banking system places more scrutiny on the checking and savings accounts of black and brown people. At Wells Fargo Bank, where I first became an anti-money laundering analyst, we used to have what was called an anti-money laundering risk score. Basically, how likely a customer is to use their checking account to launder money. And it was a point system on a scale of 0 to 1,000. And I noticed that me and a lot of my coworkers noticed that these scores were way higher for black and brown people, or all kinds of people of color, from low to mid-income in comparison to their white counterparts, despite being in the same jobs, in the same industries.
Because in order for black people to rank high like that, you have to have, this many people was money launderer in this case, this case, in this case. And usually they don't have that. Matter of fact, they have the opposite data that show that black people don't be out here doing nothing like that. Because we can't get away with nothing in this country. White people can, but not us. So we know we gotta walk the chalk line and be on the straight and narrow. We know that. But see, this is why, like I said, their financial institutions, let's say, it's full of racists. Full of them. Remember, we had one that we covered where a man said that a black person with the same high credit score as a white person cannot get a business loan, but a white person with a low credit score can get a business loan. And the reason why they can get a business loan with a low credit score, he just looked like he would really pay us back, or he looked like this, or I feel he or she would do this. Just because of the color of their skin.
So there you have it. So they check up on our money the most. See, we doing illegal activities, but once again, other people's stuff don't be checked the most. We talking about 0 to 1,000. They make us higher. And 9 times out of 10, we're not doing nothing wrong. Now, we're not saying people don't do stuff. No, that's not the point. Is that when they're checking your stuff as if you the constant thief, when guess what? The other people are the constant thief. They watching your stuff while the other people get out. Just like you go in the store and somebody following you, they watching you the most while the other person walking out the door. Ain't that crazy? But that's the life that we live. This is what we've been going through forever and ever and ever. But hey, what can you do when you don't own nothing? You don't have nothing ownership. You ain't got much going on here anyway. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You just want to put your money in the bank and go about your daily lives. You know what? A lot of people going back to probably just taking the money and put it under their mattress. Yeah, so if anything collapse, you know, they won't have no problem. Yeah, putting some money up under the mattress. Then you don't have to see if then you don't have to worry about that. They have to worry about who the people they didn't worry about. If you just take your money out their banks. See, we try to use the banks for our betterment. But no, a lot of times it's not. Once again, I'm back at you, David Just Love. Like, subscribe, man. Push that notification button, and I'm out.